whoever wins, they get a prize towards the end. Wait, hold on. Just to give you some lore about Cameron, he is a Chelsea fan. That is absolutely awful.
I'm not a fan of that opinion at all.
Time to rate out of 10.
This is the worst.
Mourinho's flopped as well with Chelsea, with United.
Okay, all he's
everything.
hyped up
He's done
to
well
be,
with Champions League.
I can
but
actually
he's flopped.
get behind that.
Mourinho's a good manager. I think at his past when it was like Real Madrid or like Chelsea in 2014, or like
Yeah, but he's flopped so much that
This is going to get a lot of people really mad.
And what I would say, just to back up this point, I would say that some of the best. You ready?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, welcome back to the Golden Goal. In this video, we're gonna be rating your terrible football opinions, unpopular, and we're gonna give them a score out of 10. So me, Piers, Manu, we're gonna be rating your unpopular opinion out of 10. 10 with you agree with it, 1 is just downright terrible. And whoever wins, they get a prize towards the end. And you know, it could be good.
Wait,
Or it could
so
be shit.
how we're going to do it is, are we just going to add up the ratings all three of us give? And then...
Precisely, yes,
Well,
right.
I say one of us off camera does that. So after the video, we'll just do it off camera.
Yeah, I mean, I have a pen and paper, so I'll just calculate.
All right, cool. You do it, John.
I'm doing
Right.
all my notes apps, so...
The first opinion. Let me get it. We actually got a lot of responses, by the way, so thank you so much for doing the responses.
Right.
Yeah, the first response, here we go. It's from Cameron. He says, top Brazilian sides can compete in top European leagues.
No
And just to give you
fucking
some
way.
lore, wait, hold on. Just to give you some lore about Cameron, he is a Chelsea fan. So there's a quite a reason why he's saying this on the Club World Cup. Okay, let's argue. What do you guys think?
Nope.
I'm gonna go with based on the Club World Cup that they can, and I feel like I'd want to see them integrated in the Champions League format and see how they would do. It would be quite interesting to see.
Yeah, but think about it like this. Do you really think the top teams really treated the Club World Cup like a real tournament because of how many games they had in the season?
I mean, no,
They
but
were not
Chelsea-
trying.
apart from Chelsea, no.
Sorry?
What I would say is he said top Brazilian sides. So he's talking about like I think Flamengo, which they lost to be fair.
Like Santos.
Santos. And what I would say, just to back up his point, I would say that some of the best players in the world, or some upcoming players, that are Brazilians. Like look, Neymar came from Santos, Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo,
Yeah, but they don't stay there for long.
Esteval. You know, all these players they came from Brazilian side. Martinelli
Yeah,
as well.
but like that just means the academy's good, not the actual team.
Listen.
Like,
I think to compete in top European side, I think you don't use the word compete because I don't think they will be competing. I think there will be like a Crystal Palace. If they're in the Premier League, they'll be like
yeah,
a
no,
Crystal
I can
Palace
see
type
that
team.
too.
Because I feel like they could get lots of shots out, but it's
I
very,
do-
very
They'd be
think-
like
I
the
do want to see
mid to lower
like, top
mid-table
Brazilian
teams
sides
that are like
included in the Champions League. I want to see how they
manage
would
their money
do.
smart.
Let's say replace them with like the Norwegian teams or something, or some random teams from like Ukraine or something. Switch them out and see
the
how
top.
they would do.
They said the top European leagues, and neither of those two count. So
well, listen.
In the Prem, they'll struggle, but I think they'll do well in the Spanish leagues because the Spanish
he
league is
said
very
specifically the
stable.
top leagues.
Yes.
One reason
La
why he
Liga,
is saying
Spanish
this.
league. The Spanish league is very much more skill based. If you read research, it says that the Spanish league is very catered towards like skills and more rather than intensity and physicality.
No,
I think
it's
they'll do well in the
it's
La
also
Liga,
like
and I think they'll do well in
tactical
the French
based
league.
too.
The Italian
But
league,
it's the
I don't
most
think they'll do
tactical
well, and
based
the Prem
league
they'll get
in
bodied.
Europe.
Okay, right. I mean, one reason he is saying this, by the way, is he is a Chelsea fan, won the Club World Cup, and I think they faced like 2 Brazilian teams during the run-up. I wouldn't say. What I would say is I think the Brazilian teams, the best equivalent I can give them, they're not like an Arsenal, they're not a United, they're not a Chelsea, etc. What they are is they're like those like mini like teams in the league who sometimes get European spots, but they just like cause like just there's like a nuisance, just annoying team to face.
What like the teams in Portugal that make the Champions League and then just go far? Somehow.
No, what I'm talking about, they're literally the best equivalent I can give them is they're like a Lazio type team. They're like a Brighton, they're like a Palace, they're like a help me out.
Yeah, but I do think
Like West Ham a few
let's-
years
let's
ago.
no,
say
West Ham.
let's say you put some of the Brazilian teams in the Prem. I think they would be like mid-table towards relegation. You put them in La Liga, I think they'll have a good chance for the
Right.
Europa League
Yeah.
or Champions League
No,
qualification.
in La Liga they'd be like mid-table to upper
Right,
mid. So-
guys,
Because it's more suited
Wait,
towards
guys,
their football,
guys.
like being flary and
Also, you have to
actually being, like,
bear in
stuff.
mind La Liga's also like kind of changing as well, because like the lower
Prem-
league teams are starting to play physically.
Prem's more physical. La Liga and the French league, I think they'll do really well because it's more their style of football.
Okay, yeah, the French
Now
league
it's
doesn't.
time
The
to
French
rate
league,
his
I don't
opinion
even
out
want
of
to
10.
count that.
So we all show a finger of hands how many we're going to put up. You ready?
3, 2,
Two,
1.
1. So
I'm
6.
sorry. It's just not.
3,
So you're giving
2,
6 as well.
1.
No,
Yeah,
I gave 4.
Right, so
I'm
6.
not a fan of that opinion at all because he said compete and
Yeah,
in
I'll
Europe's
give it
top
6.
5 leagues, and they
I
just
think
won't be
he got
able to
6.
do
He
that.
got 16 out of 30. So far you're winning. Right, who wants to read out the next opinion?
Okay,
I'll
I'm
do it.
gonna do it because most of these are mine.
And then okay, fine. Then Piers, and then yeah.
Yeah. So the next one is Guardiola is not all he's hyped up to be. Mourinho, Sir Alex, and Klopp are all better.
Oh god, I mean, I'm sorry, that is absolutely awful.
That's
Because what?
shambolic.
Can
No,
I get my
it's
first
not.
response?
I
Look,
will
can
down
I
the
tell you
hill
why?
on that.
So first of all, he's saying Guardiola isn't all he's hyped to be, and he's saying Klopp is better. If Klopp
No,
is
no,
better,
no.
how come Guardiola has more Premier League titles than him when Klopp
Because
wasn't
he was
competing?
given everything he ever needed on a plate, even with Barcelona, even with
Liverpool
Bayern
won. They
Munich.
got Van Dijk. They got Alisson.
Okay,
Just
but he had
remember
to
as
build
well.
that team from scratch when they were doing horribly before.
He's saying, okay, what Guardiola has
Same
won
ownership,
league
same
titles,
transfer budget.
has won league titles and Champions Leagues in like Barcelona,
The
Man
best.
City.
I'm sorry, he had the best team in
Fine.
Europe given to him.
Just
Okay, but
remember, Guardiola's not finished outside the top 4. Klopp has.
That's another thing. Also, okay, what he did. Okay, the argument is not good because he says he isn't all he is hyped to be. I think Guardiola is like an all-time great manager. The only reason
Mourinho's
why
flopped as well with Chelsea, with United.
Okay,
with
all he's
every team.
hyped
He's
up
done
to
well
be,
with Champions League.
I can actually get behind that a little.
Mourinho's a good manager. I think at his past when it was like Real Madrid or like Chelsea in 2014, or like
Yeah, but he's flopped so
was he
much
at
that
Porto?
I wouldn't.
Porto?
I'd
Yeah,
rather
Porto.
have Pep
No,
Guardiola
his
over
career is
Mourinho,
very like
100%.
unstable.
So that- that's
Mourinho
what- yeah,
I'm sorry,
seems to have like one good
Alex is far
season.
better.
I'm sorry,
Mourinho seems
and
to have
then
one good season where they come like top 4, and then for some reason they
yeah, it's
become like
like
10th.
the
or something.
like it's the third
Sure, yeah.
season curse with him, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, guys, time to
And then
rate.
there's the next one is
Right.
he said Sir Alex.
So
I'm
Alex.
sorry
Alex,
if you think that's true, like Guardiola's better
So-
than Alex
so
Ferguson.
No,
Alex
so Alex is
Guardiola-
better.
Please
I'll
stop
give
watching
him that.
football, bro.
So Alex is
Like,
better. I'll give him that. But I
So
think
Alex is so much better.
right, guys, time to rate.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
8.
yes, because he was given absolutely everything he needed.
Right, so I gave 2, Piers gave 1, you gave 8. So he's on, I think he's on
11 out of
11.
30.
So far, Cameron is still winning. You're still winning, my mate. Right, Piers, you read out the next opinion.
Okay, Ralph Rangnick was never a bad manager, as people made him out to be. He was a victim of the club environment at the time.
Can you
Right,
say that
so
about
that's-
every United manager, though?
That was Rafe
To
who
some
said that.
degree.
So Alex,
By the way.
wait, are we're talking post Fergie, right?
Yeah, post Ferguson, you could say that about any United manager in theory.
Okay, so what I would say is this.
I don't know
is-
about Moyes though. Moyes, I just think is
Okay,
so
yeah,
awful.
okay, most of them. Like Mourinho when he was at United.
I
that
think the only two
describes
that
him
weren't
to a
that
T.
weren't was partially Solskjaer, but towards the end it was the environment. But
Solskjaer wasn't a great coach, but he did more than what he could. He did overachieve
I think
in that.
wait. The only two that I think weren't as wasn't the environment. Solskjaer, because he was liked by the fans and all that. Plus also, it's more towards the end we had the attitude problems with like Ronaldo and Sancho. But the other one I say is David Moyes because I mean he came out of Ferguson, but it was more just he had an insane pressure to kind of relive the Fergie era, but he was never going to be able to do it. And he also going from Everton to United is a big jump at the time in 2014.
Yeah.
I do think that his comment is good. I feel like it's Rafe. I think was it Rafe who said that?
Yeah, it was
Yes,
roughly.
Rafa.
So I think he had the best one, only because so far the best one because I feel like what he's saying is just a fact. I feel like, but you
Yeah,
can,
I think it is like very true.
You could just say that to any other United manager. You can say,
That's what I've been
Amrin is a
saying.
victim as well. But the problem, like,
I'm on agreement with Ralph's point. I think it's good. I think he's spot on because he's constantly spoken out to the media.
As bad
saying,
as
like,
but the thing is,
he's
like,
put,
as bad as he's made
got
out
put
to
under
be.
some bad environment, and with all the players giving him attitude, like he was talking about Jadon Sancho and stuff like that. Like I think it was just the environment that made him bad.
It's
but I think he's
also
a good man
the
in
fact
general.
that he was never supposed to be a long-term solution. Like
Yeah, as well. So I think everyone
True,
just
true,
gave him
true.
stick for it as
everyone
well.
just like wanted some. It was just the only reason he got so much
Blooper.
stick
That was a
was
nice
so
blooper
people
there.
could have someone to direct their rage at.
Okay, time to rate out of 10. 3, 2, 1. Is that 2 nines? I give an 8.
2 9s and an 8.
Yeah, so that's 26.
Correct. 26. So so far he's winning. He's probably in the what's the phrase called? Like he's gained the prize. All right.
26
sir.
30.
You can do the next one. I think the next one is by Luke.
The next one is Sunderland will finish above Newcastle.
From Luke, right?
Yep. I think
I think
That's-
so. I'm
that's
going
quite
yes.
up in the
I'm going
air.
yes.
I'm gonna go yes. I'll tell you why. I think right now Sunderland got no European football. While Newcastle do have European football, so think about it. Less
which they're not
competitions.
equipped to deal with right now at all.
Less game time, more rest. Whilst Newcastle will have European football, also and a lot more games.
Don't
every week,
Newcastle
while
have a
Sunderland will
pretty
have more
hard
time to
group
rest.
in Europe as well? So I don't think
What?
the European football.
What?
Who have they got in their group?
Barcelona.
sorry. They already faced Barcelona. Oh my god, man! They already faced Barcelona.
Yeah,
Let me get that.
so their
I
time in
think- I
Europe's
think Luke's
probably.
correct
Oh
with
yeah,
that
they're
one,
gonna
I can't
finish
lie.
third. They're probably gonna finish third, aren't they?
They got Marseille away. They got Leverkusen away. Then they got PSV at home, and then actually you're right. They do actually have a hard.
They have a hard run of
PSG away.
games. That's what I
For
They
said.
their
do,
level,
so-
they have a hard one. For their level.
You're right, but I would say I actually agree with Luke here. I do think Sunderland will finish above, only because I feel like Sunderland's team right now, they're also bound to make some more January signings. Let's be honest here. They're going to make January signings, so their team's going to get even better. Thank
Yeah.
God we play them away first, because otherwise, if we play them, the Stadium of Light, by the way, absolute hard place. I think I'm asking.
It's one
That's
of
by
the
far
hardest
stadium
places
we've been
to like visit.
That's one of the
in the
that's
Prem.
harder than St James's Park. The
Have you seen
atmosphere
what
there
they're
is
doing
so
with the
much better.
advertising board? Have you guys seen what they're doing with the advertising board with the long throws? They've been moving the advertising forward so people can't take long throws. It's
Mhm.
actually working. They did it against Arsenal as well. They did
Yeah,
it in
right.
the last
Guys.
season's playoffs. They actually moved their thing forward so that there was no long throws and they won the game.
Yeah, it's time to rate now. His opinion.
Okay, 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
I'm not actually sure. 7.5,
No,
I gave
for
9.
7.
7.
9.
Okay. 9 plus 8, 17, 17 plus 7, 24.
24, yeah. 24. So Rafa is still winning.
The next one is going to be
Dylan.
Esteval has more potential than Yamal, and this is going to get a lot of people really mad.
That has to be the worst footballing opinion I've ever heard. That is awful.
No, I could see it.
I can
You can
I can
see it.
see it. I just
I
can't
can
believe
How
it.
old is
see it.
Esteban and how old is Jamal? You'll be shocked.
I can see it.
They're
as
not
well.
even that different in age. Like,
I can see it as well in terms of if you want to look pure potential, yes. In terms of levels to get to, Estebal's going to get nowhere near than Yamal. Yamal's already made it at the world stage
Okay.
at the age of
Okay, one
17,
question.
16, 17, whilst Estebal's going to get nowhere near that in probably his
Esteban's
entire
older,
career.
by the way. But
How
one
old's
thing I
Esteban?
said.
but
has
what if
Esteban's
like
been
Lamin's
April
career just falls off a
2007?
cliff,
Well, Yamal is July 2007.
and then Esteval
I'll
over
say this-
time builds up that sort of.
No, I'll say this right now. What Yamal did in the Euros, has anyone that young
No teenager
ever
has ever
performed
done that in his
that perform? Exactly. Esteban
He's
hasn't
the
been doing
youngest
that.
scorer in the
Esteban's a
Euros
good
as
player.
well.
But Yamal is one of the best players in the world right now. Can you say the same for Esteban?
No,
High
but
No,
potential-
but he's not been in like the top European, like playing in top European competitions for nearly
how
as
old
long.
is Esteban? How old is he?
18.
Oh, I would be a bit older. I'll be honest.
Esteban's a good
They're
player. I
both
think he will be
18.
like a really good player in the future. But I think another blooper there. But I think Yamal is just like already an all-time great, and he's gonna be like when he retires, people are gonna look at him like people are gonna put him in like the Messi, the Ney Ronaldo like area.
He's going to be put in history books. No one's going to look at
Esteban's
Esteban
Esteban's
unless
gonna
he
be
all of a
like,
sudden incredibly
Rooney.
improves over the next few
What,
years.
like
and
the
be
name,
like the
the
best player in the
Neymar
world.
what if Brazilian players?
Yeah, Esteban's like I don't know.
I feel
But
with Esteban, right? I feel like he's a good player. Don't get me wrong, but he's not going to get anywhere near the same levels that Yamal's reaching at the current age
The
or in
only
his
reason
career.
I can see that happening is if very soon in the future, like due to like injuries or like him just like continuing to live the life he does, Yamal, Like he will just like fall off. Because there's a saying that like the
Well, with the dwarf
faster
parties.
someone rises, the harder they fall.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Are you talking about like the dwarf party that you had where he's just being stupid and just hiring dwarfs for his 18th birthday party?
Yeah, no, it's also like you know who this sort of reminds me, although they weren't really like as good. Like
What?
remember Deli Ali?
Yeah.
Way
No, the Deli
back.
Ali story is not the Deli Ali
Marcel
celebration.
Robinson or something like that? I forgot
Ain't
his
doing
name.
it properly. It's that
How do you do it? How do you do it again? How do you do it?
like that.
Josh,
Do you
do
not
this.
remember?
Josh, do this.
Yeah.
No. 3 fingers like this.
Man, keep
Yeah,
this
and then
brief.
just
We
flip
need
upside
we
down.
have more things to talk about.
Yeah, you go. You got it.
Hey.
So
Yeah.
Uh,
no, but honestly, you like Deli Ali is a cautionary tale, I think.
Okay,
of
but I
what
would
could
Deli
happen
Ali.
to him.
Okay, let's rate the opinion. Right, ready?
Yeah, read the opinion.
3, 2, 1.
I'm giving it 0, bro. 0.
The only the four
Yeah.
I'm giving a sympathy for like
This is my
like how
opinion.
Deli Ali, and then if I
0.
possibly
Yeah,
could see
zeros.
that happen.
Zeros
Got
across the
4.
board.
He's got 4. Right.
I
Alright.
was trying not to be harsh, to be fair.
Here's read the next
so-
one. Say his name.
Okay, so big up Cameron. Ryan Sessegnon deserves an England call-up and is the most improved player this season.
I don't think I've seen him like play once.
Me
I was
neither.
about to say, I've not even seen him play.
I don't know, but he.
I
And also,
think-
deserves
I only
England
remembered
quad.
he
Are you
existed.
Are you mad? Are you mad? I haven't even seen him play.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
I don't
remember he
I
used
can't
to play
remember
for
him
Fulham
playing
and then he moved to
either.
Spurs, and then what since?
He plays-
Like,
He plays for Fulham.
Yeah, he's a Fulham player.
he used to play.
Cameron's
Wait,
a Fulham fan as
did
well.
he move back or?
Say that
Most
What
improved player, by the way.
happened to him?
Wait,
I've
guys,
just not heard.
guys, can I say something? People who say most improved player is the most biased thing ever. Because when you look at most improved player, you got to be absolutely awful and then instantly become good. Most improved player is Rashford. It's just not even out of debate. It's Rashford.
Yeah,
No,
By
I'd
far.
agree with that.
he's the
Also
only
as
one I
well-
would even put in that
Also,
category.
he's a Fulham fan. Plus, we don't exactly watch Fulham on a regular, do we?
No. I mean, to be
Have
fair,
we
you could
played
be
them
right.
this-
I mean, you
we've
could
not
be. I
played
haven't
them
seen.
this season,
The only
have we?
Fulham
Yeah,
game
we
I've
played
seen is
second
also
game
be Fulham.
season.
Second game it was.
We drew 1-1 because Smith Rowe scored at the end.
The only Fulham game I've seen is
Yeah.
also be Fulham. I don't even think Ryan Sessegnon started.
Wait, let me check something real quick. Man U v Fulham. Let me see something. Cause... Okay, no. I thought Sessegnon got the own goal for us in that game, but no.
Can I guess who it was?
Go on.
Calvin Bassey.
No, it was Muniz.
Right. Okay.
That was
Time to
game
raise
week 2. I
opinion.
don't think any of us remember.
Tom to
Okay,
rate his opinion.
Should we rate the opinion?
Yep, and then we got the final one.
3, 2, 1.
No.
3.
Oh.
So he's got the worst one so far.
3 out of 30.
No, there's been 2 4s.
Yeah. So that's the last one.
Right. So wait, hold on. What did you give him, Piers?
I gave him 1. So it's 3 out of 30.
Okay, yeah, this is the worst then.
Right, and then
Yeah,
for the
sure.
so far, Rafi is winning, and I haven't told him what his prize is yet, but it's actually kind of fun. So right, then the final one is from Aidan, and he said West Ham will beat relegation and actually finish decently in the Premier League.
That's half.
Yes.
I half
yes,
agree. I half
Yes,
don't.
yes,
Like,
yes,
I
yes.
mean, I
yes,
half-
yes,
the
yes,
same as
yes,
you.
yes.
Here's where I half agree. I don't think they'll get relegated because I feel like Nuno
Yeah,
Santos,
but they're not
really
going to
good
pull off
manager,
any kind of
and it
crazy
would be-
result. Like,
he would be a
I'm
comeback.
sorry.
But finish
I'm gonna
decently in the
predict-
Prem. What is your definition of finish decently? Because finish decently in the Prem, in my
It's like
definition,
mid-table.
for a lower table club,
I think
is to
they're
get
going
a
to come
European
14th
spot.
max. I think the highest they're going to get to is 14th. I think Nuno will turn them around a little bit, but they're not going to finish
14th
like...
is not a good result for a team that spends as much money as West Ham do.
And also the players they
Yeah, I
got.
know.
like,
I'm just saying.
they
Like,
got-
that's why I think
guys,
that's where it'll come
guys,
from.
they have players like Lucas Paquetá on their team, who's like a player.
He's
who should
not
be
staying
West
for
Ham.
long. He
You got
is not
Jared
staying.
Bowen, who
He will
absolutely
go
loves it.
on
Bowen
his
as
way
well.
to Saudi
Jackson
Arabia at
Somerville,
some
who's
point.
insane as well.
Wait, say that again.
You got Jared Bowen, who absolutely loves the club. You've got Somerville,
afford to
who's
say
an
the
insane
club.
player as well. And they're all very
Somerville's
prem-
good, to be fair.
They're all prem proven players, that's for sure.
No, yeah, but you listed like 4 players. Like, name more.
Souček,
I wouldn't call him like.
Cresswell,
Mm.
Areola.
Suchet was only good during the COVID era.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. I mean, I
Right,
think they'll
anyway.
finish max. I think the highest they'll potentially finish is 14th.
Right.
That's all.
Guys,
I hope
that
they
is
stay up though.
optimistic.
In general, I hope they stay up because otherwise the club's
They'll
going to go
st-
to
no,
absolute shambles.
they'll stay up, but they will not. They will
I think
not
they'll
get
stay
any
up. But I
kind
hope
of
they do because
result.
otherwise, I feel like if they don't stay up, their club will go to absolute shambles. And because the thing is, their new stadium is costing them more than they probably
The new stadium.
will probably afford.
Can we just say the West Ham Stadium is the bonus opinion? The West Ham Stadium is the worst stadium.
Facts.
True, but I was lucky enough to get good seats when I went. If you're
Yeah,
like
I don't care. No
5
matter
rows
where you're sat,
behind
you're
me,
40
you're
meters from the
cooked.
pitch. Like,
They've also put a beer garden as well, and bear in mind, what does that do? Like there's like you can move all the stands forward and you can remove the beer garden, and it'll be a better stadium.
Yeah. Okay, so now time to rate his opinion. You ready?
Okay.
What we do for this one, this is the final one. We're going to do it in order. So first, Piers.
Okay, I'm gonna say 3. I think they'll beat the relegation, but they won't.
Okay, so Rafe's
I'll
one
give
then.
them
Anyway, we
halfway.
have to rate his opinion. Rafe's one because he gave a 3. Even if I'll give him a 10 for the jokes, then you can also give him a 10 because that means he's got 23, but Rafe's got 26.
Yeah, but it's still realistic.
yeah,
Okay,
fine.
I'll
Right,
go 3.
realistically,
I
I'll
would,
give it-
in
I'm going
reality,
to-
I'd probably give it a 6.
Ah.
Bang average opinion.
I'll give it a 5 because I half agree with it.
So
No, yeah,
3,
6,
6,
'cause-
5. That's 14 out of 30.
Right,
Not bad.
Now-
Not a bad result.
Rafe, for your prize. What your prize is you get a guest. You get to be a guest in our next video. So DM, one of us 3. We'll give you the details. Blah blah blah. You'll be able to be the guest because our next video, if we get 10 likes on this video, I know it's a small number, but we're a small channel. We'll do part 2 because we still have many other opinions which was good but didn't get selected. So this is an opportunity to also get more opinions. But anyway, that's it. Anyone else want to say anything?
No, well,
Hey, watch
you
out for
next
the next
week.
video though.
Right.
Next week, same shenanigans. Let's get it.
Right. But by the way, like, comment, subscribe, and bye.